shut up, man. And it's going to be an expensive ride, you know, if you put it that way. Investing your money in other people. Hell, you might even get, you know, here and there a couple of bad invested people, you know, that doesn't do shit and get paid for it. But I'm not an idiot. Once I will make a contract with you, I will say to you, you have a year to make as many videos as possible.
Come back later.
If you're doing it good, I will keep supporting you. If you don't upload as much as you told me that you would, then I will say, you know, you had your chance, man, but you didn't do what you said you would do, so I'm not gonna invest any more money in you. That is what is called investment gone wrong. But those people that do actually upload to YouTube and do actually do the timestamping or nice amount of descriptions, every episode differently, you know, the faster I will say to them, I'm gonna help you.
I warn? Now get.
I will help you to become big. I will invest more money into you to become big, because it's all a matter of time. You know, whether you get big or not is all a matter of time. Not if you can get big, but when will you get big?
Hey, what do you want?
I want to see if I can pickpocket you. No, that's a shame. And it's going to be tricky, you know. People might not take my word for it, but they will see. Once I reach that moment, I will make it happen.
Hey, you!
To make the governments realize that one, they're missing out job opportunities. Second, they're missing out millions that can boost the economy and make the world less poverty, you know. No elites, fuck the elites. I don't want to eventually be an elite if I'm big, you know. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have big money, big cars, big bling bling, you know, fuck that shit. I want to help people to get that meal on the table, you know, eventually go globally, and because money, you know, is something, it's just mere piece of paper. The more money you have, the more you will spend on big cars, big houses, big bling bling. Eventually you will not get happy, you know. If you help people out, you will get a smile on your face, you know. You will say, I made one person's life different because I decided to invest in that person. And that's what I want. I want to make life different for certain people. I can't do it for everybody, you know. But if I will be the person that will set that example, and other people that are big will follow that sample, as a community, as a nation of Earth, we can make it happen for everybody. Everybody. I'm just giving the sample on how to do it. You know, I know why the paladins are here.
Really? Tell me.
The Paladins are here to get the magical ore from the Valley of Mines, not because they expect the orcs to attack the city. As soon as they've got the ore, they're going to return to the mainland.
Thanks for the information. The way it looks, we have all the time in the world for building our ship.
I never knew that.
Because, you know, money doesn't make you happy. You know, stuff that you buy might make you happy. But
Come back again
eventually,
later. I'm sure to have something
you
new
know,
for you
you
then.
purchase a new car and you're like, I got the money, I want a bigger car. You're gonna purchase a bigger car, and you're like, still got the money. Let me buy, you know, lots of groceries for myself. Bam, you will do that. Buy a big house, you know, etc. But eventually your money will turn up, and you will like, you know, what? Or you're in your deathbed, and you will say like, what did I do with my life? You know, what did I do?
What I heard.
Nothing. All you did was being selfish and just use your big amount of cash to be an elite.
I'm no better off myself.
To be one of those people that can afford to go to space, you know.
Hey.
If Earth would ever crumble, you know, if Earth would ever be destroyed, which will eventually happen. Eventually our Earth will explode. Doesn't mean that we come from Earth, but it will happen. Who are the people that will go to that particular moment?
Someone's gonna do the work.
The fucking elites, the people with the money.
Who says
And
things
that's
like
what I want to break. Don't let money corrupt you. Just don't, you know, make a difference in life, one person's life. Feed the homeless, feed your friends, make jobs for your friends, you know, do your thing,
I see.
make it happen for
You haven't
others.
just come to buy fish. I'll make you an offer if you have any silver plates or chalices. I'll take them for a good price.
And the reason why I think like this is because of a theme. Because he gave 22 million to charity. What a man. You know, what a man. He's even paying people, just like on Twitch and etc. With, you know, his own Twitch-like thing. You know, gaming for good. But he's making money out of advertisements. 90% of the world's population have AdBlock Plus. They will not get commercials, and thus you will not get paid through the ads. But YouTube still get paid, you know. Twitch is still getting paid. Athena is still being paid, due to the fact they have a community that supports them to the core. You know, Athena is helping charity. I will help the community, and I will want to make more people make that move. You know, like PewDiePie and such. They are big. Well, what do they do back to the community? Giving stuff away, you know, for free, that they got for free in the first place. Gambling hundreds of thousands of money like some poker players online, you know. Hundreds of thousands of dollars just in the hope to get that 1 million. Even though they already have that 1 million. They're making money while they don't need the money really, you know. And they're making money to purchase expensive shit. You know, better gaming chairs, better PCs, better televisions, bigger houses, more cars, more bling bling, you know. They're investing it on themselves. But why would I don't want to do that because of a theme. A theme gave me the sample which made me said, you know, this guy is gold. This guy is important to the gaming community. I want to have the same amount of influence, just like Athene, but I want to be influencing the gaming community by paying them my money, which I will get from YouTube or Twitch or donations or whatever, lottery tickets, you know, to help others to do the same. Because these days, everybody thinks, you know, you have to be good if you want to be a professional gamer. Bullshit. It takes time. For some it takes 2 years, for sometimes even less. For some it will take 5 years, for some even more. But eventually there is a community for everybody. Everybody. Do you know how many humans we have on this planet? How many gamers there are? How many people that watch television? Eventually television will fall away because we have internet, you know. People will go to YouTube, check out music videos, checking out gameplay videos, checking out lots and lots of things. You know, we check on a daily basis, we check lots and lots of things. That bring them money for those guys, you know. We human beings eventually will have no jobs in car factories. We will have no jobs because everything will be automaticized. You know, everything will be automatically done by robots. What we humans do, we're gonna enjoy life. And that is where gaming must be ready to stand and say, if you want to do this, let's rock and roll. You know, let's do this, because for everybody there's a potential of becoming big. Everyone. Whether you're a good gamer or a very entertainment commentary person, or whether you make time lengths on YouTube, or you make karaoke videos on YouTube, it doesn't matter. There's a community for everybody, and the governments must realize that, invest money in that. But since they are not doing that because they're the older generation and doesn't seem to give a shit, that they're missing out millions, if not billions, if not trillions of dollars, euros, rupees, whatever you want to call it. You know, I would just say dollars or euros. Euros in my case, you know. They don't see the potential in it because only a few did it. Let's change that. In the overall, of course, we will make less money. You know, we will get less views if everybody starts streaming, if everybody starts playing video games, uploading to YouTube. But we will be able to feed ourselves, clothe ourselves, not to be rich, but to do and what we enjoy to do. And that is what I stand for. I'm a gamer. I've been a gamer since I was 4 years old. And nothing that the government can do to make me stop gaming except for turning off internet or getting away from power. But they're not gonna do that. You know, it's not like I'm stupid because I'm gonna sit behind a PC all the day. I'm making videos on YouTube, you know. I do that because it's my passion, it's my dream. Make your passion a job. Make your number, because the thing is, the happier you are with your job, the more you will work, the more you will earn on the long run. And I am willing to work 14 to 15 hours a day for about 500 euros, 600 euros a month. I'm willing to make that sacrifice, you know. Eventually, if I become big, I'll get money, you know. I'll get money from YouTube, from Twitch. I can slowly upgrade to a nice house, a normal house for myself, instead of being in my brother-in-law's house, you know. I will be able to get myself some nice clothing which I want to wear, or shoes, or have my teeth fixed, or, you know, whatever you want to do in your life to make it better for yourself, to be happier for yourself. But in the meanwhile, I also want to help the community, which has a priority. The priority for me is helping and boosting the community, so that more people can do their jobs, and so that more people can enjoy their lives to the fullest. And trust me, being a YouTuber, if you're big, or being a Twitcher is not an easy task, because people expect you to be online as much as possible. But we have to enjoy life ourselves too, you know. We have to go sometimes on a holiday to take a break, stop a few days with streaming or YouTubing or whatever, just to take a couple of days off and enjoy our time with our families, with our friends, with our, you know, with you know, different job, whatever that you did with your money, with YouTube and such. But you can't throw that aside, because YouTube is always money income. If you have 300 games completed and you stop because you're gonna do something else, that 300 games are still going to make money. Every time it gets a view, it just generates money for YouTube. You're helping YouTube out, making money. Same with Twitch. You know, if you stream, you're making Twitch richer by embracing them with, you know, I'm using your thing. You know, you're making sure that Twitch is getting paid for their services. But in the long run, invest. Use a bit of that money instead of being an elite. You know, invest that money into the community to make it bigger, to make it better, to make it a job for everybody. You know. And of course, you know, if YouTube would say to me, you know, or I would say to a random guy, you know, what do you want to earn an hour? And some people would say, you know, 20 euros an hour. I want that. Of course, who doesn't? But the lower you're willing to make for the sake of humanity, the better human being you are. The more money we make as a general in our communities, the more things we can produce. We can create more biological food. We can create, you know, make sure that the farmers have plenty of stock, because we help them, we support them. You know, we're giving them money to the government because we earn more, and they can help the farmers, they can help the factories, they can help, you know, and just be a united nation, you know, be planet Earth. We are not Russia, we are not Japan, we are not China, we are not Netherlands, we are not United States, we are Earth. There's a greater threat waiting for us. But we must not get lazy. But for those that are willing to make a difference by getting gaming as their job because it's just the entertainment. You know, it's nothing more than entertainment. But without your community, without the regular support that you get from your community, you're a nobody. And if people eventually start saying, you know, this guy did nothing, he did nothing in return, they're just gonna say, you know, fuck this shit, unsubscribe. Your channel will fall, and you will be banned because of being toxic, etc. You know, don't get involved in that kind of shit. Tyler 1 is a great guy, you know, but he's toxic as fuck. I'm just saying, you know. Well, he seems to be a good guy, he's only a bit toxic. He will make other people toxic. Especially his viewers are all toxic.
You don't have to tell me that.
That is bad influence. No, that's not good for YouTube, that's not good for Twitch. Make a difference. And that's what I'm trying to do. Let me
For all your stuff, I'll give you 550 gold pieces.
Well, that works.
All right, sold.
We've made some good deals today. Better not come back until tomorrow, or somebody might get suspicious. You see?
And like I said, you know, it's easier said than done. But trust me, I know what it is like, you know, to live in poverty. I've been there, still am there, to be basically, you know. Well, I would still make a difference because I'm a good human being from the inside. Muslims, Asians, everybody on this planet is my brother, is my sister. You know, despite their faiths, despite their color of their skin, despite their opinions about certain things, despite being some even extreme, you know, they're all my brothers and sisters. We all have the same fucking ancestors, whether we were created by a god or not. It doesn't give a shit. It doesn't matter. You know, we're all brothers and sisters in binds. You know, we are planet Earth. There are billions of planets out there. Tons of universes which we will never explore as long as we are conflicting with ourselves. As long as we're fighting with ourselves, we will never be ready to get away from planet Earth. The more money humanity makes, the more we can invest in space programs. But we must stop that Russia space program, China, you know, Earth space program. Invest all your money in one space station and send it away. Send another one, you know, explore that shit. We must work together, you know, as a nation, as humanity, as Earth. I found a dish that Lucia stole from you. Give me a second, guys, I'm gonna get something to drink.
I got it back.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Don't you want to know what became of Lucia?
No, why? I have got the dish back, haven't I? I have managed without Lucia so far, and I will in the future. Why would I try to make her come back, huh? No one really wants to hear that.
Alright, sorry about that. What about a reward?
What about
You get to have a good time with one of my girls for free. What do you say, huh?
Well, that's not enough.
That's not a...
Take it, or you needn't show your face around here again.
These are bad times.
Alright, here's your dish.
Agreed.
Thanks. Go to Nadja. She'll accompany you upstairs. Huh? Yeah.
This guy's voice.
Hey, you!
And it's going to get even worse.
Let's go upstairs.
Today's your lucky day, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's what I've
If it's talk you're after, go find yourself a woman and marry her.
And marry her. Okay.
That's an open secret.
Hey, you!
I'm busy. You're always busy, bitch.
Everybody knows by now.
Well, that's my future plan. You know, to help the world. I don't give a fuck about money. I don't want to be corrupted by money. Because money makes you corrupt. The more richer you are, the more selfish you will become. Stop that in the first place. You know, just say, I'm gonna do what I can to make it. Even if it's one person. A mate, a friend, a family member, someone else randomly on YouTube or Twitch. Make one person's life a difference. And if you can, make more people's lives a difference. You know, the more you can have.
The next cup, it's time for you.
Yeah.
Who says
Or
things
just
like
skip
that?
it, you know, because of maybe it might get me banned on Twitch. It sounds weird. Well, one of my viewers earlier on my previous YouTube channel back then said that the sexual content
He simply talks
in
too
Gothic
much.
with the brothel and such might get you banned because of sexual content. You ain't seeing shit, man. I'm just saying, but okay. So I'm just gonna skip it, you know. I will make Twitch happy.
If I hadn't
Well,
seen it with my own
you know, don't get corrupted by money. Don't get corrupted by greed. Because that's something that all human beings have. Of course, you know, if I will ever have a big role, can I be bought over? Of course. We all have our price. You know,
Don't say.
but just like, you know, Donald Trump. He's now the president of the United States. That can be a bad thing, but I think it's going to be a good thing with the United States. He's already made sure that Russia is not going to bomb America citizens, bomb American fleets, army fleets,
Someone's
you
gotta
know,
do the work.
just to demonstrate that power and that control.
You can't rely on that.
Or whatever the reasons they're going to want to bomb,
Who
you
says
know.
things like that?
They didn't choose Hillary, and for that I'm glad, you know. But we'll see in the future whether he actually is going to do stuff or not. But he's going to be a president
I couldn't care.
that's gonna be paid $1 a year
That's what I've always
to be the
said.
president of the United States, while a regular president would earn 400,000 a year. Why did he do that? Because that man is filthy rich. He earns 461 million a year. 461 million each single year.
You should really have known better.
Really, how interesting.
That guy's rich. 400,000 is in pocket change. You know, he's gonna make Mexico pay for the wall. And what most people forget is that America pay Mexico to provide jobs, to provide living there.
Thought of that himself.
About 58 million a year.
Oh, it's typical, isn't it?
To make the wall, which Donald Trump wants to build, it will cost 12 million. Or 12 billion, they get 58 billion a year. I'm not quite sure how much money they get, but creating the wall will cost only 12 of that money, you know. So they're gonna remove that 12. So instead of 58 billion, it will be 58, 48, 46 billion a year that they will get 1 year. Wall has been paid for. GG, you know. Is it a bad thing? No. We need to secure our borders. It's plain and simple. Do we want to stop immigration? No. You know, we welcome everybody that wants to come to our countries. I wanted to do something, but I'm not particularly sure at the moment what. Vatras. But we have to double check who those people are that come to our countries. You know. It's not about being a racist, you know. It's about securing the countries that are giving and providing
I have a
people
message for
the
Master
opportunity
Iskarov.
to have a better
He guards
life.
the shrine in front of the monastery. If you run this errand for me, you get to choose your own reward.
I myself, you know, support Donald Trump. He's a rich man. He's going to make America great again. As far as I know his policy. Of course, that does not mean that I agree with everything he says. And I'm living in the Netherlands. I'm seeing what immigration is doing to Europe. All those immigrations, all those migrants are making, in Germany, lots of problems. They're rioting people, they are attacking people, they are raping female citizens, they're doing crazy stuff. Send those buggers back. You know, send them back to their countries because they don't belong here. They're jeopardizing our freedom, our safety, and our, you know, hard work civilization. But those people that are here because they seek refuge, you know, they are welcome in the Netherlands. They are welcome in France. They are welcome in Germany. They are welcome in Russia. They are welcome in the United States. It is just Donald Trump wants to build a wall So they have a gate where people have to go through, so that they can be double checked if they don't have any criminal background, if they don't have connections to ISIS, if they don't got any connection with other kind of the KKK and whatnot, you know. And that is what we need. We need to secure our people. We need to secure our citizens, our world, our laws, our freedom. Because our ancestors died, bled, and fought for our freedom that we have today. We have freedom of speech to say whatever we want to say in certain limits, you know, to say what you want to say about religion, to say what you want to say about certain people. I love Muslims, you know, I love them. I love Russians, I love Polish people, I love them all. The good people, if you're a good person, I love you. You're my brother, you're my sister, I love you. You know, you're my family. But those that are the minority that are causing problems in the name of their religion, those minority that are causing problems in the name of their race, whatever, because they think they're superior, are ruining it for everybody, and does make sure that certain people will become their enemies. And that is why we need to secure our security borders. You know, that's why we have to double check on who we let in before making them a citizen. You know, and even if they are a citizen and they're causing troubles, don't send them to prisons. Fuck that shit. Send them back to their country. Let them live free, except for murder. You know, send those to execution. Don't even waste the time with them. Or let them go to prisons to do some labor there to make the world a better place. You know, try to. But the thing is, some prisons are so luxurious. Televisions, PCs, billiard ball room, you know, a soccer field, baseball field. They have some in some prisons. It's luxurious as fuck as long as you have the money. Criminals have money. Once they get free, you know, and they got nothing, they would just continue what they were doing and end up back in prison, because then they get fed for free. They get a place on the roof, a roof above their head for free. You know, fix that shit. Fix that corruption. Sure.
Oh, good. Then take the message and choose
I love
one of
everybody.
these spell scrolls. When you have delivered the message, I shall reward you accordingly.
Give me the ice arrow.
Give me.
Good. So be on your way to Master Isgoroth now.
I love everybody. Oh wait, now I remember. I need to go to Martin about Fernando. But I love everybody. You know, everybody's my brother. Everybody's my sister, and that will not change. If you're a good person, you're my brother, you're my sister. I've got nothing to fear. You've got nothing to fear. Especially not with me. I might be an atheist, but I'm not stupid. You know.
Go away, don't tell me that.
I'm an atheist because I do not believe that there are gods. That is my belief. You know, it's more likelier that there are aliens than there are gods.
That's not what my husband
But,
Never change.
you know, it does not mean that I disrespect religious people. I've got nothing against blacks. I've got nothing bad against Latinos, Asians, Mexicans. They're all my brother and sister. But those minority that are screwing things over for the minority of that race are pathetic. You know, all these riots, etc. in the United States, pathetic. They're getting paid by George Soros, or whatever that guy's name was, in the top age guy, which have billions and billions, and is a very old man, to cause those riots. You know. But people forget that Hillary frauded. Hillary let immigrants vote. Obama did too. He said that live on you know, saw that on YouTube. He said that live in the conference, you know, press conference, you know, towards a migrant. You can vote. That makes you a citizen. They're not gonna check your ID. They're not gonna check if you are actually a citizen of the United States. 3 million migrants, illegal migrants, voted for Hillary Clinton because then the borders would be open and for them to enter the countries. But in the meanwhile, they're destroying the foundations of our ancestors, our freedom, the things that our ancestors fought for, bled for, and died for. And that's why the majority of people voted for Donald Trump. Because they saw that the system was corrupted. We have to fix that, and we have to start by fixing ourselves, because we are the corruption. We are the corrupting system. We are those. We are getting manipulated by the media. We're getting manipulated by the government. For what? To make wars. And that's a shame. That's really a shame. I don't support everything that Donald Trump says, but I think he's going to make America war-free, which means that World War III will not happen, which is good for all over the world, for Europe, for Asia, for Russia, and for United States of America. It's for best for everybody that World War III was not going to interrupt, because we are living in a beautiful age. We are living in beautiful technology age. We are going to start exploring the outer space. Eventually our Earth will die and we have to find a new planet and colonize on that planet for humanity's survival. But since there are billions and millions of stars, yeah, no problem, XO, no problem at all. Since there are many planets out there, no way in hell that we are the only one. No fucking way. It might not be humans, but what we think that we need to live doesn't mean that something else, a different life form, needs that same amount of things, the same things to survive, because evolution creates you immunity towards that which is bad on your planet. There will be aliens out there, hostile aliens and ally aliens, good aliens that want to do, and that's why when I was a child I loved Stargate. I loved Stargate due to the fact that they were exploring the outer space, met lots of enemies and allies, but that's exactly what is going to happen in millions and millions of years. That is where we will eventually go to. Hyperdrive is not impossible as you think. The dragons exist might not be as impossible as most people think. They're hard to comprehend for now. They now are fairy tales like magic and such. They are now like fairy tales, but doesn't mean that they aren't real. The person, we have dreams, we have things. Where those things come from, Every planet has certain animals. Every planet has certain life form. Minimum life form, or human life form, or Argonian life form, like lizard people, Anunnakis, whatever all the aliens out there are called. There are other life forms, and they are going to either threat us or help us, but in the end we have to start fighting among humanity. We have to unite as Earth, despite our color difference, despite our religion difference, despite having different opinions about certain things. If you're asking for a person's personal perspective, be prepared for the worst. Be prepared for the fact that they're gonna say things that you're not likely to hear, that you're not happy with if you hear that. But don't tell them to believe otherwise. Don't say, no, you're wrong. God did created us because this and this and this and this is proof. Because a book said so. A book written by man, written by aliens, not written by a god. And even if we were created, it does not mean that God wants you to worship him at all times. The God wants you to live your life, but you must respect others. They don't want you to fight, They don't want you to kill each other. And that's the thing, you know, we have to unite as humanity. We have to embrace our facts that we are brothers and sisters, that we have differences, that we have different opinions, different beliefs, different look, you know, on certain things. Deal with it. I'm an atheist, but doesn't mean that I hate religion. I think that the world would be better off without religion, but I understand why people have religion, you know, because some things are unexplainable. And we will never learn, we will never know everything. But if God created us, what created God? Because he can't create something out of nothing. Everybody knows that. So either that God was created by chance, or the universe was created by chance and evolution. You know, we don't know exactly how old the universe is. We will never know. We don't know if there are other aliens, which we will eventually figure out, but we will not find every life form, every planet, everything, you know. It's possible. But I'm starting to talk again like a madman, which happens often. Sorry guys, sorry. About the weapons dealer.
Show me what you have.
I found this rapier with the bandits. The letter F is carved on the pommel. The bandits had this ring. It points to an overseas trader. This list of deliveries of weapons and other things to the bandits here is signed by a certain Fernando.
I think that's enough. Fernando, then. Well, he'll get what's coming to him. And he always acts like butter would melt in his mouth. I'll see to it that he's put away until he rots. Sound work, I must say. Vatras will be glad of this good news.
What do you have to offer?
Then pay attention.
Wait, he's wearing that sword. What a prick. Oh no, it was catered. Never mind. Oh fuck, I need that. No, he's already locked up. But sorry about the constant, you know, explaining stuff.